again, another plein air video. Got the larger setup this time. Gonna do a little bit of a bigger piece. Can't remember the dimensions of it, but it's pretty big. So we're out here at the beautiful Snappers Point. Absolutely incredible day. There's pretty much no wind. The sky is pretty much completely blue, and there's birds flying around, and the waves are crashing in and looking beautiful, looking nice and emerald type of green. And there's not much more you could ask for in such an incredible, beautiful plein air painting type of a day. See just how beautiful and incredible this spot really is. I mean, look at all that water behind me, eh? This looks absolutely incredible. Pretty much just saw this spot on Google Maps and I was like, that looks pretty good. Let's go there. So it's a little bit of a trek to get to, a little bit of a dirt road, but nothing a small car can't do, which is what I drive, a small car. So you don't really need a four-wheel drive to get to this spot. It's quite easy to get to. You just got to be a little bit careful on dirt road side of things when you got a smaller car, because some of the potholes are kind of the size of your wheel. But other than that, well worth the trek to get to, may I say. May I say. So when I was doing my walking around this spot, this was pretty much the place I decided upon that I could get at least 2 really good paintings done from. And as you can see, it is such a absolutely beautiful, beautiful spot. The whole sort of the whole attraction to this spot really is this massive cave which is like around the bend there. You can't really get to from this side, but I'll show you a shot in a little while of the cave itself so you can see what that is. It's a very, very big, deep cave that goes in there. Obviously been eroded over a long period of time by just the water constantly crashing into it. But these 2 coves here, so unbelievably beautiful that when I came around the corner I was like, yep, I gotta paint that. You know, you can't see that and be like, maybe I paint that. You know, like I saw that and instantly was like, painting that's done. I'm gonna paint that. if I mentioned it or not, but I actually broke the microphone when I was taking it out of the bag from the boot back of the car. Not the whole thing, just the one important thing to connect to the camera. So that sucks. So if it sounds a little bit windy, I apologize. Anyways, on with the video. I did I walked around the whole sort of point, and did up a couple of drawings of different sections of the point that I really liked and took interest in. I got two really nice ones that I liked of this scene here. So I'm feeling like I'm probably going to do this drawing here. So just a reminder to when we're out on plein air, it's so really crucial. I never used to do it, but now that I do it, it's incredibly helpful to have a sketchbook and do up a couple of thumbnails when we're out on plein air, so we know the composition from the get-go. We can design it here, make it what we want to be here on the thumbnail, instead of working back and forth here trying to find a good composition. We can just work here just really quickly, really easily, out on the sketchbook, done, easy peasy, easy peasy. So I'm gonna transfer my little thumbnail SketchUp that I've got worked out here in the sketchbook up onto the panel here, and just pretty much take it from there and work back and forth with it and see how it comes out. I'm really hopeful with it. Hopefully it turns out good. I say this every time, but every time I feel really strongly about a little SketchUp, a little composition SketchUp, I know that it's going to make a really interesting painting, or a really good painting, provided that I don't mess it up. But every time I feel really good about this part here, I'm like, oh, you know, I get so excited, you know, I'm like, oh, okay, something good's about to happen. Everything's coming along really good. I'm liking the way I've done the sky. I'm liking the way that the ocean is starting to come together. I'm liking the flow of that. It's feeling good. I've actually had to turn my paint box around so that the sun's behind me. A lot of people recommend painting in the shade and stuff so that you don't darken your colors over darken, blah 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 blah. I don't really necessarily agree with that, because when your painting is underneath gallery lights, they're usually as bright as like the sun. They're about however many lumens that might be, and they're at about 5,000 K white balance as well. So when they're in proper lighting conditions, it doesn't matter. Like, they'll look the exact same, right? When they're hanging on a wall of a gallery, the darks will look the exact same as they do right now that I'm painting underneath the sun. And your studio lights should be this bright as well, you know, relatively. So I really much prefer painting the sun behind me, so it's nice, well lit, and I can see the variations in my colors. I don't know how people do it when they paint in the shade, or have like an umbrella or anything like that to diffuse the light. You'd can't really see the subtle variations in your colors when you're in the shade. I don't much like that. I much rather be able to see my variations. So that's why I switch it around so I can see it a lot better. Otherwise, it's about like 1:30 now. I probably have another hour and a half of painting to go where I think I would feel strongly about this piece to, you know, walk away from. So I'm gonna get back into it, keep painting, keep trekking on, and seeing how things progress from there. And hopefully you'll be able to see it a lot nicer too, because it's in the sun too. I'm gonna now move into these two land masses here. I've kind of blocked in some of the shadow shapes in it, you would have seen. I'm gonna try and work from this big one here, and then work downwards to this scene here, and then try and wrap it up from there. There's probably gonna be maybe 1 or 2 touches we're gonna have to do back at the studio. Where things have set, when things have dried, that I can just add on top, just give it that extra flair. Other than that, I think I can complete pretty much most of it right now on location. So I'm going to try and hammer the rest of it out and get that done and pack up and head off, because I'm pretty damn hungry and pretty damn thirsty. So that is it. That's it for this plein air section of the video. I'm definitely taking it back into the studio and touching up, tweaking it up, and trying to, you know, refine certain areas. I'll show you that process now while I talk, and then at the end of this video I'll show you an image of the finished product. But I'm just going to talk and then let that be and play that as you watch it. So I hope you all really enjoyed this video. With my plein air, if you're new to this channel, with my plein air philosophy with painting, is that my plein airs and stuff, I'm trying to really just capture what I see is the essence of the painting while I'm here on location. and then, you know, I have no qualms about taking it back to the studio and touching it up and refining it. You know, some people say they're a bit more purist and like to get it start to finish, complete finish on location. I'm not too big of a deal about it. I really enjoy the process of painting in layers, and there's a lot of great things to paint in layers rather than just solely alla prima, like a lot of plein air painting is. So I'm all for taking it back to the studio and fixing it up and touching it up. I'm saying that because I know quite over the last couple of weeks I've noticed that like each week we get about 10 or so more subscribers into the channel. So I'm trying to, you know, be welcoming and be open and tell you guys, if you're new here to the channel, you don't feel like watching all the other videos, I'm trying to update, you know, all the new people here. So I'm just explaining my philosophy for you guys that are new to this channel, so that you know what's going on, in case you've got the idea of a plein air is only for on plein air, you can't take it home. No, so I don't subscribe to that. I'd much rather, you know, build the essence of the painting on plein air, grab what I'm seeing, grab what I love about this painting, about the scene, and try and turn it into a really finished, refined painting when I take it back to the studio. Obviously not doing major reworks, just picking, choosing and refining here and there, and trying to pull out what I love about the scene and refine certain areas of the scene. So that'll do it for this video. I'll end this video with the final image of this painting for you guys to enjoy. But other than that, I hope you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you are, hit subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload to YouTube. Hit a like, leave a comment down below, let me know what you thought about this video today. I'd love to read that, get in amongst that. I really love reading people's comments on these videos. Really appreciate that. Another thing you can do as well is go over to my website, hit the sign up section, and sign up to my newsletter so that you get 24-hour early access to these videos here on YouTube, as well as reference photos to the scenes that I paint up. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoy the finished product of this painting, and I'll see you all in the next video. Catch you.